Every day starts the same way.
It was early in the morning. Sun was just coming up.
What happens after determines the dates a town like Gunnison remembers.
You know, there was a lot of loss felt throughout the community, throughout this town. We were a small town football team, so we'd all grown up together, very, very, very close.
It was 50 years ago by the date, and yet it, you know, stuff comes up all the time that I've never talked about before. September 11th, 1971. Yeah.
The words haven't always been easy to find for the survivors of the bus crash on Monarch Pass 5 decades ago.
I don't have any memories of going down.
People like Stu Kaplan, who boarded the bus as a 25-year-old assistant coach with the Gunnison High School football team.
I never expected this kind of emotion for myself. I'm 75 years old. This is not supposed to be the way I'm supposed to be.
And I heard this thump, thump, thump. And I'm literally thinking, I've died and I'm an angel and I'm going to heaven.
Steve Waters and Pat McIntosh were still teenagers, ready for their first game of the season.
So many years went by that we didn't share what we should have, all the lost players.
Now newspaper clippings and memories tell the story of a morning that changed their lives forever.
And it wasn't until a few hours later when they summoned up the courage, or I guess thought I was strong enough, that they told me, you know, hey, you had 9 people killed on that bus, 1 coach and 8 of your friends.
Time helps with the healing.
Give 150%, leave no doubt. All right, leave it all on the field.
50 years after the crash, a homecoming football game finally brought the team together again.
If they are Cowboys, they always will be Cowboys.
A new generation.
Mark Broadwater, Kent Cooper.
Now helping to honor a date that Gunnison will never forget.
Attaboy, attaboy, attaboy. Come on, keep moving, keep moving.
It's been years since he called a play, but coaches will always be coaches.
Shoot.
And players will always be players.
There we go Cowboys!
Yet the number 71 on the back of the team's helmets show everyone the 8 players and coach L.D. Floyd, who died 50 years ago on this day, are still with Gunnison today.
Emotional to me to see these young guys with the same heart, you know, the same desire to compete, the same camaraderie that we had. So it brings all that back. So it's really good.
Oh, geez. LD and the 8 kids, in my opinion, pushed the rest of us forward to do great things.
A crash 50 years ago shattered a football team. This game brings the survivors back together.
I am learning stuff, and I am feeling better and thinking of things that I didn't know.
It's like you start talking to these guys that you haven't seen for, 40 years or 30 years, and it's like you still know them.
The names of those friends who were lost will forever be inscribed at the field they once played on, so that future teams will always know their story.
We don't want any of them forgotten.
As the small-town football team continues to heal.
I stop by the spot out at the cemetery quite often just to say a prayer.
A date filled with so much pain this year helped bring closure.
It gives us a chance to, I think, experience relief because we can talk about this. You've got a brother that experienced the same thing.
Brothers that will never forget what brought them together on September 11th, 1971. The game ball made the journey to the football field by bicycle with the names of the victims of the crash written on it. One of the crash survivors and a team of cyclists rode with it from the hospital in Salida, where the team was taken after the crash 50 years ago, over Monarch Pass and the crash site, all the way to the football stadium in Gunnison. Pretty amazing.
The importance of talking about this now, for all of them, and then feeling like, okay, everybody needed to talk, and the timing had to be right.
And a lot of them haven't really talked about this for the past 50 years. I mean, 5 decades, that's a long time. But what was really interesting is that Stu, the coach that you saw there in the football, the former coach that you saw there in the story, he was telling us that just talking about it has helped bring back old memories that he didn't even know he had. But just talking about it more helps trigger those memories.
Just incredible storytelling and such a story to tell, and to the people of Gunnison and to you and Austin for shooting it.
Thank you for sharing their story with us.
Yep.
I'm glad we did.